ESPN 40. We have Priscila Cachoeira versus Ariane Lipski. The first fighter is Priscila. 11 wins, 4 losses, 6 wins by knockout, 0 wins by submission, 5 wins by decision. She has no knockout losses, 2 losses by submission, and 2 losses by decision. I'm not too impressed with Priscila. Priscila, she hasn't outstruck none of her fighters in the UFC. There's only one fighter in the UFC who she outstruck, and that was Gina Mazzani. But other than that, she got outstruck in all her other fights. Priscila is notorious for winning a controversial decision over Ji Yeon Kim. Ji Yeon Kim landed 170 significant strikes compared to Priscila's 102 significant strikes. A lot of times in the UFC, when fighters win fights they don't really deserve, they end up taking fights that they shouldn't be taking because they're moving up the rankings. Priscila's prior fight before the Ji Yeon Kim fight was against Jillian Roberson. Jillian outpointed her, outstruck her, and submitted her with a rear naked choke. The thing is with Priscila, she's not the most accurate fighter. She's not the most precise fighter. She's not the best wrestler. But one thing is with Priscila, she does have crazy knockout power. She showed it against Gina, and she also showed it against Shayna before that. Priscila shows if she can land punches, she can get the job done and get the finish on the feet. Prior to Shayna, she lost 3 fights in a row. She was on a 3-fight losing streak against Luana, Molly, and Valentina. Priscila lost to Luana, but Ariane beat her. Prior to Luana, Priscila lost to Molly. Molly put hands on her. Molly McCann put Molly hands on Priscila. And prior to the Molly fight, she fought against Valentina. I don't have to tell you how that Valentino fight went. Priscila landed 2 significant strikes against Valentina. Valentina landed 95 significant strikes. Priscila is 4-3 in the UFC, and she really should be 3-4. That Ji Yeon Kim fight, nobody thought she won. Next, we have Ariane Lipski. Ariane is 14-7, 6 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, 5 wins by decision, 3 losses by knockout, 0 submission losses, and 4 decision losses. She looks good against her last fight against Mandy. She was able to get 2 knockdowns and outstrike her. Prior to that, she fought Montana. One thing I noticed with Ariane, yeah, she has 2 TKO losses, but they both come by ground and pound. That seems to be the way to beat Ariane, is to take her down and to ground and pound her and to finish her from strikes. Her takedown defense is not the best, and she's not the most comfortable on her back. The reason why I'm picking Ariane to win this fight is the way to beat Ariane is not the way Priscila fights. The way to beat Ariane is to take her down and ground and pound her, which that only happened twice in the UFC, but that's what she's the most susceptible to. Even when she got the win over Luana, it was by knee bar, but she was on top. She's more comfortable when the fight's standing up. Another loss she has is against Molly McCain, and it's aging pretty well because Molly's on a tear right now. But Ariane landed 68 significant strikes, and Molly landed 108 significant strikes and got 2 takedowns against Ariane. I'm looking at the stats right now. Priscila absorbed 7.91 strikes per minute. In my opinion, they both have power, but I think Ariane is a little bit more precise and a little bit more accurate. And also, one thing I don't like is the fact that Priscila fights with her hands down. I think this matchup benefits Ariane. I'm taking Ariane by first round knockout.